All right, and we're back. Back with another Forest Talks. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the last one. I got a question to ask you. Matter of fact, no, I'm going to start like this. Because this statement is something that I've been thinking about for a minute. And it goes like, those who are seeking a beginning, those who look for things from beginning to end are like believers. But those who have an understanding that life, they don't know anything, or they just, not that they don't know anything, but they have this feeling that there's so much more to life than what it is that they were taught. Those are what are called seekers, right? And so I want to know from you, do you consider yourself a seeker, or do you consider yourself a believer? Now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with either one, right? I really want to get this quote right, though. It's the spiritual journey, right? The spiritual journey isn't about coming to a conclusion, but it's about perspective. It's about your perspective. So those that look for a beginning and an end are considered believers. And those that come to a acceptance of they don't know, they just don't know. Like, even when you figure something out, you still come to this conclusion that you don't know. You become a seeker. And you become a person who is in a constant pursuit of knowledge, right? A constant pursuit of understanding, because you understand that life isn't just this linear thing, right? You understand that there's so much more to life than just what it is that you were taught as a kid or what it is that you were taught in school. Like, those things are just to help you get started, but those aren't things that necessarily help you all the way throughout your life, because life has so many ebbs and flows to it. And for you to just say, well, this is my belief, right? You close yourself off to growth and understanding, and therefore you become stagnated. This is just what I believe. And so as you grow and as you evolve and as you have these experiences, you develop different philosophies about life. And then that philosophy carries you until you get to another cycle or period in your life, to where that thought process that you previously had is now being challenged. And so now you're on this journey of discovery or rediscovery, right? Because what you once knew as right is now in question. And it's not to say that what you're thinking is wrong, but it's to say that there's a new level of awareness that you currently have. And this new level of awareness is bringing about new knowledge for you and new discoveries. And you can't necessarily go into these new discoveries with this same process, with this same mindset. You have to approach it differently. So it takes you on a whole new journey to where it's like, dang, I thought I had it figured out. But there's so much more to life than we realize, right? And so I think that it's important to always be seeking. There's a quote that I've always loved, and it's that those that wander aren't always lost, right? Because people have the assumption that if you're somebody who wanders, or that who's always moving from the next thing to the next thing, that you're a lost soul and you have no foundation. You have no way of like solidifying yourself anywhere. But I think that to be a continuous seeker is to be somebody who is always growing, who's always looking to add on to what it is that they already know. It's not that you abandon what you already knew and just go and chase something else, but everything else is just an addition to what it is that you already knew. So life is just constantly adding to you to make you better, to give you different experiences, to ask better questions, to have better conversations, to really get an understanding of not only who you are, but how life actually is. Because life isn't just this singular thing. Life is so linear and life is so expansive. And we would be remiss to believe that life is just this one singular plane and this is just how it is. I believe that life is so much bigger than anything we could ever imagine. Life is, man, like the more I think about it, the smaller I feel, because I know that even though I've explored a lot and I've had many great experiences, I've done many great things, I've barely scratched the surface. And life is so much bigger. Life is so much bigger than we realize. And so I'll forever be a student. I'll never say that I have all the answers or I have it all figured out. Because as soon as I say that, another experience comes about. And now I'm on this path of learning all over again. But I think life is just like that. It's meant to be explored. It's meant to be experienced. You know, it's meant to be witnessed. Not everything you approach is gonna be agreeable. You're not gonna be agreeable with everything that you see. But I think that's the beautiful thing about it. That's the nuance of it all. Is that the things that you see lead you closer to the things that you truly desire. So when you experience things that you don't want, you know more of what it is that you do want. And when you know more of what you do want, it's like, oh yeah, I want more of this. I want more of this. I want less of that. I want more of this. I want more of this. I want less of that. And it's just a constant cycle. So that's just how life is. That's just how I perceive life. That may not be how life is, but that is just how I perceive life. Everybody perceives life differently, but I think that's the beautiful thing about it. If we all perceive life in one way, there'll be no growth. There'll be no innovation, right? There'll be no transformation. And I don't believe that God made us all the same. God put us on this planet to express and to explore and to experience it with one another and bring those experiences to a collective. Whether we agree or disagree, it's still the collective. And I truly believe that everything that we know and everything that we don't know in life is all but half-truths. There is only half-truths to every truth that we come to understand. There is only a piece of a whole, right? So, yeah. That's just how I see life. That's how I believe life truly is. And, yeah. It's a beautiful journey. It's an amazing journey. And as always, I just thank you for being on this journey with me. And I thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. And I truly believe we do better when we grow together. So let's continue to grow with one another. And follow, like, comment, subscribe for more. And we're going to continue on this journey together. As I continue to explore the world, I want to bring you along with me. Because things are changing in some of the most miraculous ways, and I can't wait to share with you the changes that are happening in life, because it not only affects my life, but it affects the collective as well. Everything that we do is not only having an effect on our lives, but it's having an effect on everybody's lives. So when you start to do better, every aspect of life, not only for you, but everyone else, starts to get better because of who you are, because of your personality, because of your character. And I want to be able to share in that experience with you all. So again, I thank you so much, and I truly appreciate you. And this has been another Forest Talks, and I look forward to seeing you again on our next walk. Peace.